I believe during the next 3 to 5 years, we will move from the quite manual X-ray NDT or like NDT world that we are in today towards a much more automated and AI-driven world.
Welcome to a new episode of our InVISION podcast, 5 Questions Too. Our topics are image processing, machine and embedded vision, AI and metrology. My name is Peter Ebert, Editor-in-Chief of InVISION, and I'm happy to have you here for a new episode.
In today's podcast episode, we're discussing NDT, non-destructive testing. I want to learn about current trends and the extent to which AI is already being used in this field. To answer all these questions, I spoke with Lennart Schulenburg, CEO of VisiConsult X-ray Systems and Solutions, who discussed these topics with me. Enjoy an interesting conversation with such a great guest. Hello, Lennart. Nice to have you here in our podcast.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
The same with me. It's a pleasure. Let's start immediately with the first question. What exactly does VisiConsult do, and how is your business currently going?
Okay, so we are a German company located in northern Germany with subsidiaries all around the world. And our main focus is to build industrial X-ray systems. So inline, 2D inspection systems, computer tomography systems, data collection, databases like server solutions, business intelligence tools to evaluate the data, and ultimately also AI solutions that are automatically interpreting the data. And business, I would say business for VisiConsult is going very, very strong. We are growing really fast. I think we hired 77 new colleagues last year.
Wow.
I think we are the fastest growing company in the NDT space because our automated solutions and especially the AI tools are in very high demand these days.
I would like to ask first question. You mentioned 2 times AI. So what role does AI play in NDT today or in your systems?
Yeah, so first of all, maybe AI is a really big and broad technology for, I think, all of us, probably also for you as a media company. But if I look at AI in our company, of course, we use it in many areas for productivity, to increase quality, from marketing to design to software coding. But the most exciting part for me is how we use it in our products. So we have our own AI team. That's roughly 10 people that focusing on labeling data, creating AI model pipelines, and building AI tools for our customers. The main driver here is the lack of skilled labor. So in NDT, you typically need level 2s or level 3s to perform certain inspection tasks because it's a regulated inspection. And these people are hard to find. It's not that our customers are looking at replacing humans with computers. It's more that they don't find enough humans to do the work that has to be done. So this is where AI comes into play to evaluate these images and to find indications like porosities, inclusions, or cracks. And first of all, find them, then segment them, size them, annotate them, and feed them to a decision tool. And that's how we use AI a lot in our company these days.
So it's more about usability, or you do also get better results by using AI in your systems?
Yeah, that's a great question. Obviously, most people think mostly about efficiency. Let's say do stuff faster. That is obviously a main driver of implementation. So we have seen that the improvement in cycle time is roughly 50 to 60% by applying AI tools as an assistant tool. If you are applying it as a fully automated tool, well, then you even exceed the 50-60% range. But in many regulated industries, you can only use it as an assistant tool, and just getting 50 to 60% is pretty amazing. But what I find even more exciting is that the quality is increasing. Because if you look at the currently very human-driven process of manual inspection, the variance is quite high. Because you, Peter, might decide different than I do. Because you have a different background, you have a different experience.
Yes.
So this is where AI can help, or algorithms can help, to actually reduce the variance in an inspection process and ultimately improve inspection quality. And we have shown that roughly 20 to 25% in evaluation performance quality. So decision quality, reduced variance is what we can see during these AI projects. So 50 to 60% efficiency, 20 to 25% quality. That's what we look at.
Oh, thank you for the numbers. And what trends do you see in general for NDT?
Yeah, well, AI being, I would say, the predominant driver, not only in NDT, but I would say in society or all of our industries. But then there's another big trend, which is automation. So where AI is automating the digital work, automation and robotics are automating the physical world, manipulating parts, feeding parts in, moving parts around. That is a massive driver of efficiency and quality as well. Because similar to the digital world, to the evaluation, humans are hard to find to do the laborious job of moving heavy parts around in, let's say, a foundry. So the second big driver next to AI is robotics that we see. And then we have this whole topic of cloud connectivity, big data. That is also a major impact because today, unfortunately, in quality inspection, we throw away most of the data after performing our job. So we receive a part, we look at it, we make an okay, not okay decision, and we ship on the part or we throw it away. But we do not use the data for root cause analysis and for yield improvements. So a lot of our customers are asking us for business intelligence tools that are giving them an insight into their quality operations. So we can actually track trends, see hotspots over time, and derive information from the data of inspection. So that's the third big trend, big data and enabling the value driver of quality data.
Very interesting. You mentioned automated metrology. What about inline applications and NDT?
Well, you're asking the right person because VisiConsult's main focus is customized automated X-ray systems. So a lot of our customers are using our systems fully integrated into the manufacturing line, which could either be an inline or an at-line implementation where like high volume parts like batteries, turbine blades, casting parts are running directly through the X-ray system and every part gets automatically inspected without the need for human intervention and without any process risk, which is a major point in quality inspection. So if I look at our business and I look at where does the biggest demand come from, it's clearly coming from inline system and a high degree of automation, while the manual inspection is getting less and less because companies are lacking the people to actually do the work.
After all these trends and looking in the future, what do you think? What will the NDT system of the future look like?
How many years do you want me to put this vision out?
We have time.
Okay, so let's work from practical to vision. Let's work with the next 3 to 5 years. I believe during the next 3 to 5 years, we will move from the quite manual X-ray NDT or like NDT world that we are in today towards a much more automated and AI-driven world, which means we will see AI tools acting as co-pilots to assist the human in making better decisions and doing that faster. We'll see robotics doing a lot of the part handling, moving parts around and manipulating them. And then the data actually will be aggregated and used. So the next 3 years are what I would call a digitization phase, where we are moving from the physical world or the analog world into the digital world and are fully optimizing these processes.
And if I'm looking to 5 to 10 years?
Yes, that's the next thing. That's the exciting part. Once this foundation is in and we are on the foundation of robotics, digital twins, and AI systems, and actually aggregating all that data, we can move the next step in bringing in more and more autonomy, which means we'll hand over more and more inspection tasks to AI systems that will autonomous decisions only supervised by humans and maybe corrected or double scrutinized. We'll also see more and more autonomy in the robotics world. So our R&D team, for example, is working on digital twins that are automatically creating inspection techniques or trajectories. So you're only uploading the digital twin of your part into the digital twin of your system, and then algorithms are creating the best possible path for inspection on that part, qualifying all the standards and requirements. And this is obviously a massive game changer because you're effectively moving away from this very engineering heavy task of setting up these systems and programs and technologies to a very, very assisted and automated way, which will significantly drive down the burden on the engineering teams that are already overloaded today. So the next 3 to 5 years, optimizing and iterating the status quo into a more efficient world. And then the 5 to 10 year period, probably a real transformation away from the processes as we know it to more autonomy and a higher level of automation.
Lennart, thank you so much for being our guest and giving us these great insights into the future of NDT. And I'm quite sure all listeners will be thankful for your suggestions, proposals. Look into the future of NDT, and I hope you will be a guest of our podcast in the future again.
Thank you, Peter. And let's see in 5 years whether my glass ball was right. But I appreciate the look into the future together.
If you would like to find out more about InVision, please register for our InVision newsletter at invision-news.de/news, become a follower of our LinkedIn channel, InVision News, or find out about our webinars at invision-news.com/Tech Talks. I look forward to welcoming you to our next episode of our InVision podcast, 5 Questions 2.